Hi everyone, welcome to Dig Mandarin, and my name is Cecilia. Well, some people always ask me that why I can't make correct sentences even though I have learned lots of vocabularies. Or other people why can't understand me when I made a conversation with them in Chinese. Well, from my perspective, one of the reasons for this question is that you don't understand the correct sentence structures. In other words, you don't know how to put every word in the correct place to make a meaningful sentence. So here in this part, we're going to look at some basic sentence structures. So now, let's get into them.
Structure 1. The sentences with an adjective predicate. And then let's see how this structure goes. The structure goes the subject plus a predicate. And in this structure, we can use an adjective to function as a predicate. And if you want to modify this adjective predicate, we can use another adverbs like 很, 也, 都. And if you want to make a negative form, usually we put 不 before it. Now let's look at some examples on how to use these structures. Example 1. 我忙 I'm busy. 我忙 Example 2. 我很忙 I'm very busy. 我很忙 Example 3. 我不忙 I'm not busy. 我不忙 Example 4. 我们都很忙 We're all very busy. 我们都很忙 Well, after looking at the adjective function as a predicate, now we will go to the structure 2, the sentences with a verbal predicate. This kind of structure we use a verb to function as a predicate. And in this structure, we can also use other adverbs to modify this verb or put other objects after it. If you want to make a negation form, you will put 不 or 没 before the verb. Now let's see some examples on how to use it. Example 1. 我爱你 I love you. 我爱你 Example 2. 我们都喜欢汉语 We all like Chinese language. 我们都喜欢汉语 Example 3. 你在哪儿 Where are you? 你在哪儿 Example 4. 我不知道 I don't know. 我不知道 Okay, I guess that makes it clear. So now let's get started to our next structure. Structure 3. General questions 吗 and ne. Actually, this structure is quite easy. Basically, we just put the question word ma after a sentence, or a question word ne after a elliptical interrogative sentence to make questions. Well, let's look at some examples on sentence plus ma this structure. Example 1. 你是英国人吗? Are you British? 你是英国人吗? Example 2. 你有笔吗? Do you have a pen? 你有笔吗? Well, after looking at ma, now let's go to ne to see some examples on how to use it. Example 1. 我叫小明，你呢? I'm Xiaoming, and you? 我叫小明，你呢? Example 2. 小明不是老师，小华呢? Xiaoming isn't a teacher. How about 小华? 小明不是老师，小华呢? Well, when talking about questions, we must talk about the WH question series in Chinese. So the structure 4 will focus on a summary of WH questions in Chinese. In Chinese, in these kind of questions, we should know some basic expressions like who in Chinese is 谁 and when is 什么时候 or 几点. Where refers to 哪. What is 什么 and why is 为什么. And now let's see how we can use them in different situations. Example 1. 你是谁? Who are you? 你是谁? Example 2. 你什么时候回家? When were you back home? 你什么时候回家? Example 3. 现在几点? What time is it? 现在几点? Example 4. 你是哪国人? Where are you from? 你是哪国人? Example 5. 你在哪里? Where are you? 你在哪里? Example 6. 这是什么? What's this? 这是什么? Example 7. 为什么不上课? Why don't take classes? 为什么不上课? Okay, that's quite basic and quite easy, right? So now let's look at the next structure. Structure 5. Comparative sentences with be. Usually, when you want to compare two things, you can use A, B plus adjective or verb phrase, and the negation form comes out B 没有 A plus adjective or verb phrase. Well, one thing I should point out that the places of A, B is different in the two different situations. So why don't we look at some examples on how we can use them? Example 1. 他比我高 He's taller than me. 他比我高 Example 2. 我比他跑得快 I run faster than him. 我比他跑得快 Example 3. 我没有他高 I'm shorter than him. 我没有他高 Example 4. 他没有我跑得快 He runs slower than me. 他没有我跑得快 Okay, the comparative sentences with be seems like difficult, but actually it's quite easy. So you can use it briefly. Well, then let's go to the next structure. Structure 6. Yes/no questions and affirmative negative questions in Chinese. Well, let's firstly look at yes/no questions. This kind of question will be shown in 3 basic forms. The first one, we just put a question mark after a sentence, but with an inflection. And the second, we can put ma after it. And then we can put 好吗 or 对吗 after a sentence. So now let's look at how we can use these 3 forms in different situations. Example 1. 你是学生? Are you a student? 你是学生? Example 2. 这是你的杯子吗? Is this your cup? 这是你的杯子吗? Example 3. 我们一起去超市好吗? Let's go to the supermarket together. Is that okay? 我们一起去超市好吗? Example 4. 这是你的本子，对吗? Is this your notebook, right? 这是你的本子，对吗? And then let's look at affirmative negative questions. These kind of questions are shown in this way. Subject plus predicate plus object plus n. Here, object and n is not always necessary. And in the predicate part, usually the affirmative form and the negative form will exist together. Okay, let's look at some examples to help you understand better. Example 1. 你是不是学生 ？Are you a student or not？ 你是不是学生 ？Example 2. 他会不会游泳呢 ？Does he can swim or not？ 他会不会游泳呢 ？Example 3. 你听没听见呢 ？Do you hear or not？ 你听没听见呢 ？Example 4. 你们有没有尺子 ？Do you have ruler or not？ 你们有没有尺子 ？Okay, here we comes to the structure 7. Sentences with a nominal predicate. We have already learned the adjective predicate and the verb predicate, so this part is quite easy for you to understand. The basic structure is subject plus predicate. Here, the same rule. We can use a nominal words or phrases to function as a predicate. And the negation form, we can use 不是. Now let's look at some examples on how we can use it. Example 1. 今天3月5号 Today is 5th March. 今天3月5号 Example 2. 我8岁 I'm 8 years old. 我8岁 Example 3. 今天晴天 It's sunny today. 今天晴天 Example 4. 他中国人 He's a Chinese. 他中国人 Example 5. 昨天不是星期五 Yesterday wasn't Friday. 昨天不是星期五 So, that's all examples on these basic structures, nominal predicate sentences. Well, you maybe find out that we usually use this structure to talk about the age, the weather, the nationality, the date, and so on. Okay, I guess that makes it clear, right? So now let's go to the next structure. Structure 8. Sentences with a subject, predicate, predicate. Well, after hearing of predicate, predicate, you maybe want to say, what? How can be two predicates put together? Actually, it's the same rules with the adjective predicate, verb predicate, and nominal predicate. That means in the structure subject plus predicate, we can use a small structure, subject predicate structure, to function as a predicate. Okay, now let's say some examples on how it works. Example 1. 他一句话也不说 He doesn't say one word. 他一句话也不说 Example 2. 这棵树 叶子很多。There are many leaves on the tree. 这棵树叶子很多。Example 3. 他汉语很好。He speaks Chinese very well. 他汉语很好。That's all examples on the subject, predicate sentences. Yeah, you may find it sounds crazy, but actually it works very easy, right? So now let's move on to the next structure. Structure 9. Sentences with double objects. Literally, double objects means two objects in one sentence. So the structure goes subject plus verb plus object 1 plus object 2. Here we should pay attention to the verb. Not all verbs can be functional in this structure. Only verbs like 给, 问, 告诉 can be functioned here. Well, the negative form of this structure we can use 不 or 没. So here I give you some examples on this structure. Example 1. 妈妈给我1块钱. Mom gives me 1 yuan. 妈妈给我1块钱. Example 2. 他问我一个问题. He asks me a question. 他问我一个问题. Example 3. 他告诉我一件事. He tells me one thing. 他告诉我一件事. Okay, great. Now, after the sentences with double objects, now let's say a new structure here. The structure 10. Sentences with serial verbs. Well, what is serial verbs? Basically, it means in a sentence there are two actions. So the structure goes like subject plus verb 1 plus object 1 plus verb 2 and plus object 2. So here we will have two actions shown together. And if you want to form a negation form, usually we use 不 or 没. This structure sounds unusual, right? But don't worry, we will show you some examples to help you to understand much better. Example 1. 他打开门，走进教室. He opens the door and enters the classroom. 他打开门，走进教室. Example 2. 他去图书馆看书. He goes to the library for reading. 他去图书馆看书. Example 3. 我用筷子吃饭. I eat with chopsticks. 我用筷子吃饭. Example 4. 他不去上海玩。He won't go to Shanghai to have a good time. 他不去上海玩。Example 5. 我们没有时间休息。We don't have time to rest. 我们没有时间休息。Okay, that's all the examples we provide. And I guess you maybe have get a much better understanding on this structure. Yes, in a summary, when you use this structure, usually these two actions maybe happen in a sequence. Maybe one action is a purpose for another one. Maybe one action show a way for another one. So that's all about our structure of sentences with serial verbs. Now let's move to a new structure. Structure 11. Sentences with 是. Okay, this structure is much easier to understand because the predicate is just 是. So it goes to subject plus 是 plus other elements. And pay attention to, in this structure, the negation form we only use 不. Now let's look at examples. Example 1. 他是老师 His teacher. 他是老师 Example 2. 这是我的书 This is my book. 这是我的书 Example 3. 他们不是中国人 They are not Chinese. 他们不是中国人 Okay, great. After looking at sentences with 是, now let's look at our last basic structure, the structure 12, sentences with 有. This kind of structure is still quite easy, because the predicate is just 有. So the structure goes subject plus 有 plus other elements. Well, pay attention to, in this structure, the negation form, we can only use 没. Still, let's look at some examples on how we can use this structure. Example 1. 他有书 He has books. 他有书 Example 2. 我们有中文课 We have Chinese class. 我们有中文课 Example 3. 爸爸没有苹果 Daddy doesn't have apple. 爸爸没有苹果